Kind of coming to the end of a very busy week. Very proactive week. We got a lot of stuff done. Earlier in the week though, I got to do something I don't normally get to do, and that's actually run equipment. Earlier this week, I actually sat in a tractor seat for more than 20 minutes. Which might be a little bit of an odd comment for a farmer to make, but in my world in 2022, probably the thing I do the most is number one, management, office stuff. Basically what I do is I'm kind of like this all day long with my phone kind of strapped to the side of my head, lining things up and managing everything, which you're good. Then number two is fix stuff, you know, try to be an amateur mechanic. And then number three, probably the third most thing I do is drive truck. And then number four, if I do get in a piece of equipment, usually is loading spreaders, loading trucks, different things like that. So earlier this week for me to sit in a tractor cab and actually do something kind of farm related, very, very rare, but also kind of a lot of fun. Before we could get rolling this go around, we had to do something a little different. And I don't know if there's ever gonna be a video like this, and I don't know, I thought a little bit if I should I put this out there, should I not? I was a little gun shy. The trade-offs with the roller. The roller is really, really good. The only thing is the roller is really moisture sensitive. And what that means is it does not take a lot of rain for the rollers to actually build up with mud. And that's what you're gonna see in this video. When we first started off with it, we were rolling another field for a farmer, and actually what happened is we got just a little bit of rain, and then the roller started to fill up with mud, and the guy running the roller made the right call completely. Once you get a little bit of rain, those rollers start to build up, kind of like a snowball will build up, or I don't know how else to really explain it. They just start to build up with dirt, and when you do this, we've literally ran the roller, and we have ran the roller till literally the rollers quit spinning. When you look at the operation manual for a right way roller, the one thing that is not in there is how to clean the roller after you mudded it up. That's not there. What we've learned, because I hate to admit this, we've done this before. This isn't anything new to us. Well, leave it to my dad, of all people, who's incredibly creative. He figured out if you just take the skid loader and run the side of your bucket back and forth on the rolls, that cleans it up pretty dang good. And so you're actually gonna see him here just going back and forth with the skid loader bucket, scraping off the dirt on the roller, but that is the easiest way we have found to clean it. Because like I said, in the right way manual, there's no section that says how to clean the roller after you mudded it up. Using the skid loader, this is the easiest way we found to do this. Because, hate to admit it, once to two, maybe 3 times a year we end up doing this. It's just the way it is. I was a little hesitant on even putting this footage out because I just knew, I'm like, oh gosh, I know I'm gonna have some neighbors or somebody give me a hard time about it. But I'm also like, man, this is just real. This is what we really do. This is what happens, and it can happen in the course of about 10 minutes. It does not take that long to mud up the roller like you see here in this video. So I kind of thought, hey, this is a little different. This is something kind of new. I don't think there's a lot of people that have ever seen something like this. So you're literally gonna see here where we unfold the roller, and then here's my dad in the skid loader just going back and forth and back and forth. And at different times, he actually takes the bucket and spins the roller itself. I thought it was incredibly cool because it's just something totally different. But that's the way we've been cleaning the roller for years, because like I said, this happens 1 to 3, maybe 4 times a year where we end up doing it. And it's just the way it is. It's one of those things. We live in a wet climate where there's a lot of rainfall, and it never fails where, hey, we're pushing hard, trying to get as much done as we can before it rains again. And well, when you're doing that, sometimes you're gonna have to, you know, pay a little consequence and scrape the roller once it gets mudded up. So when you're watching this, I hope you think it's really, really neat. I think it's kind of cool. It's definitely something different. It's not something most people are gonna brag about, like, wow, you mudded up the roller so bad it didn't really want to turn anymore. Yeah, well, that's just kind of part of it. But the neat thing with it is, you know, we scrape it off, and then when you go to use it the next time, it just naturally kind of cleans up in the field. It works out pretty dang good. And so, like you see here, the end result is great. It's just something a little different.
Well, today I am in an unfamiliar spot, and that is a tractor cab, which might be an odd comment for a farmer to make, but actually in today's world, I spend most of my time, probably number one is management, number two would be truck driver and mechanic, probably 2, 3, then number 4, probably the fourth thing I have the most time in throughout the course of the year is running loader, usually loading trucks, different things like that. And then number 5 would probably be lowboying equipment. I don't spend as much time in tractor cabs. Usually, like on the tillage, on the farm side with tillage, if I'm out there, I'm usually setting up the unit or setting up the tillage piece of equipment, checking depths, etc., making sure it's where we want it to be. Well, today we're a little short-handed, and I'm gonna go roll. And well, I gotta take that back. We're a little short-handed, but we don't have as many. We're not going as many crazy directions as we were earlier in the week. We got rain, which slowed down the planting. And I know one guy's out spreading biosolids, and beyond that, it's pretty quiet around here. My dad actually went down to the Mayo Clinic this morning for a pre-operation or pre-surgery, I don't know, inspection, whatever they do. Make sure you don't die on the table. Yeah, that. Oh. Okay, that was probably a little mean. Make sure you're healthy enough. Make sure you're healthy enough to be operated on. That's we'll go with that. So I'm headed out to do some rolling east of town. They didn't get the rain, and so I was talking with the farmer this morning, and he said, "Yeah, man, should be good." And oh, my phone goes off again. Man, more management these days than anything. Sitting on the phone, lining stuff up, and so today it's actually kind of peaceful. Going to be in a tractor cab, and kind of looking forward to it. So here we go. Well, just got to the field and just got everything unfolded, and now I get to do one of my more favorite things to do. I don't get to roll a whole lot, but when I do, it's just a lot of fun. It's pretty mindless. Kind of just drive back and forth in circles, but it's a lot of fun. And well, here we go. Everything's going good. Like I said, rolling's kind of fun. It's one of those things I kind of look forward to. Looks like I might have a little bit of a storm front rolling in behind me. You got to see to the east there, or the northwest, it's getting a little dark blue. But we're going to keep going, see how it goes. And well, kind of fun to just get out here. The only problem is every time my butt's in a seat and going across the field, thinking about what's going on back at the shop, at the office, blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of funny. I think a lot of people can relate to that. But it's nice being out here. It's peaceful, and my mind never gets off the other day-to-day stuff, that's for sure.
that day just to get in a piece of equipment and be able to run it and go back and forth, just a lot of fun. And it doesn't happen too often, but that date, that time, yeah, it was pretty cool just to run the roller.